Well, hi there, it's Brooke, and today I have 4 tiered trays for you for the 4th of July. So I did all my bigger trays that I'm not using right now. So the Co-op Creative one from Amazon, my little Walmart one from the Christmas time that's rectangle, and then I have my metal Decor steel tray, and also my white and black one from Hobby Lobby, which I have seen out recently, which they don't always have it, I've noticed, but I have seen it recently here. So I shared the few new items I picked up for the 4th of July in my summer haul if you missed that. And then I just have my old tried and trues that I've been using, and then just some of my everyday decor. So let's get to tiered traying. As I said, here's my Co-op Creative Amazon tray. And the piece that I kind of started with were just some books. I've been kind of doing that in all of my tiered trays since the beginning. Did I do it for Christmas? No, I think it started with Valentine's. I think I've done Easter or spring, and then now the 4th of July. These ones I did put a little wood slice under just because I thought they kind of fit better with that under there. And then of course I've just been using different tulips on the top. This time I decided to grab the white ones because we have red, blue, and white then, of course. I do have like white and brown books, and then you could maybe do like a mix of flowers would have been cute. And then the next thing I wanted to use was my little USA sign I picked up from Hobby Lobby. This is like one of their ornament signs, and then I just put it in those mini tobacco baskets they come out with at Easter. And then this is just like a plate holder, I think it's called. I have seen them at Hobby Lobby. I got this at like a local craft store, and I just slid that kind of over here. And then the next thing I wanted to use was my little red truck. This is also Hobby Lobby, but I want to say fall time. Yeah, fall of 2021. I swear I got this last year, but who knows. So fall has an assortment of colors. I think they do have some trucks out right now, but I'm not 100% sure at Hobby Lobby. These are just the star filler from Hobby Lobby. I put a blue one and a red one in the back. I love to put things in the back of my trucks. I have this bouquet of red flowers. This is from like Valentine's. I got it on clearance from Target one year. I like the vase because it kind of, the vase reminds me, well, one of a golf ball, like opposite though, because they're not divots, they're bumps, but kind of looks like a baseball. I use it for Valentine's. It's a good universal piece for me. And then I also wanted to use my flag cup. This one's from Hobby Lobby. They have a flag and a USA, and I think some other ones. I just grabbed the flag one. I do have a USA one from Ray Dunn. And then I thought it needed something in here, and I picked up these glitter stars from Hobby Lobby, and I did cut them off a little, and they won't just like sit nice in there. It's too big. So then I shoved them in this little galvanized, I don't know, bucket. I don't know what it is. It's a little tin thing. I do have some tissue paper in there to kind of hold them where I want them. And this like fit perfectly in here. So I could have stuffed a lot of like sack or tissue paper or like that paper they wrap it in at Hobby Lobby in the cup too. I just decided to use a little one this time. And then to fill in the rest of the bottom, I grabbed my little Cubs hat that we got when we went on vacation to Chicago a few years ago. And then of course with my Cubs hat, I did try my real baseball and I just didn't like it. I like these little felt ones I had better. I thought they fit better. And then I also just filled my big cloche with some more of those stars and put it kind of back here for some filler. There's my USA tray. So I just kind of used everything that was 4th of July that makes me think of summer and 4th of July and put it on a tray. That's kind of how all of them are. There's really no rhyme or reason lately. Next is my little rectangle Walmart tray, and like I said in my first Target tiered tray video, I wanted to use these daisies in this galvanized pot with this little bird because I thought the like yellow of the flowers and the yellow of his beak would just look cute together. And then since he is holding a firecracker, I decided to use my sign with the firecrackers and then my little firecracker, wood decor that I got at Hobby Lobby. So I put the flowers over here, and then I put my little birdie up here, and I thought the sign would fit nice right there. And then I kind of wanted to do this down here, but I was struggling with what to put over there. I first put that little jar I have with the candy in it, and I had a few other things. Those were just ultimately too small. But once I stuck this USA Ray Dunn mug in here, it just filled up the space a little better, and that's just what I need. needed. This is how I had it, but I just needed something bigger on this side just to kind of anchor it for the bird and things like that. And then I thought it needed a little something over here, so I just grabbed my mini little galvanized milk bucket and some flowers. These are from the flower section at Target. They're in their little pick section. They went nice with the daisies. I do have some little daisies. Those were a little short, and I like these better with it. There's my 4th of July tray. I love the little firecrackers this year. I tried to do some of those last year, and I just didn't quite have the ones I wanted, so I'm really glad I found this little bird and that little firecracker. My metal tray started off with this Home Sweet Home sign. I just thought it fit very nicely down here in the bottom. And then I just filled up the bottom from there and then worked on the top. So I have my new little star dish from Kirklands. And I thought that just fit nice, like standing up over there rather than laying down as a dish. I needed some filler for there, so I just grabbed my beaded ring garland, kind of set that off to the side and in the bowl kind of. And I like figure eighted it. I thought that just filled it up a little better and just looked nicer, I guess. And then I grabbed my navy blue lantern just to set back here for a little filler. And then I also grabbed one of my striped mason jars just to fill it in a little bit more. And then for the top, the only thing I decided on, I guess, was putting my popsicles in here. And I tried putting other things there, like the candy dish once again, and just other things. And ultimately, I just really like the popsicles in my medium cloche. I was like, okay, I need to add a little more white because I have white down here. So I grabbed this white, like tall olive bucket I picked up at Micheals a while ago. So I placed my olive bucket up here, and then I just took these, like, they're not pom-poms, they are like stiff and plastic, but they're blue ones, and I think you can get them year-round at Hobby Lobby. I think the blue and the yellow you can get year-round, and then they bring some out more for fall time. So I just kind of grouped them in here, bent their little things a little bit, grabbed what I thought would look good. I did end up like adding a couple after I got them in here. They kind of want to slide out. Not kind of, they do want to slide out. I had this bag from the stars. Grab sack, paper, whatever, garbage you don't really care about. And this, I should have grabbed paper because this is like really bouncy and it keeps poking out a little bit. So it just needs a little weight on them to hold them in there better. And then they can just kind of hang there, and you can kind of position them and bend them up so they look like they're filling out the bucket a little better. And then I had one kind of tipping down here I kind of liked. And then the last thing I decided to use were my red and white mushrooms. I thought I kind of had, I don't know, just a strange little theme going, and nothing else I had fit this space well. You know, home sweet home, you get your little mushrooms, your little Smurf house, and popsicles, you know, and stuff like that. So you can put anything there. If you had like a cute little bobblehead or something that you had gotten from a baseball game. I even think like a little Statue of Liberty kind of thing would be cool right there. Michael's had one last year that I really liked, and of course they don't have it back this year. The one this year is all white. I have enough white stuff. I didn't need that, so maybe next year they'll come out with another one I like. Here is my Home Sweet Home tray, and I'm just loving how it turned out. I love using these mushrooms, so that just makes me happy when I get it. And lastly, we have my black and white tray from Hobby Lobby. And the focal piece for this tray was just this little flip sign, and they do have these again this year at Hobby Lobby. They were new last year. And the final spot, this just ended up over here along the side. It was like over here, it was here, and then the final, I decided to put it right there. Another thing I wanted to use, I filled my little bucket with all the red and white plaid hearts. These are from Valentine's, but I think they work really well with the 4th of July items. And then I used my stars mason jar. I put that kind of back here. And then to balance the blue in the back, I wanted to put something blue over here. So I grabbed this little star succulent from the dollar spot. And then I did put it on a little riser, also from the Target dollar spot. So then I kind of moved up to the top after this, and I really wanted to use my little candy jar. And these little rings are delicious, by the way. They're from Casey's. That's why there's not very many in there. And then I also wanted to use my other stripes, so I would have stars and stripes on the tray. And then I thought, like, I need to add like kind of another texture, not necessarily another color, but kind of almost like a neutral. So I grabbed my little basket from Hobby Lobby, little galvanized one, and then these are the little baby's breath that I have cut off their like big stem and put in here. And I just loved the way these looked in here and just kind of flowed out of the basket. You'll probably be seeing that a lot because I just really love the look of it. Once I had that all in position, I grabbed one of my little pillows, and then I also put my baseball. This is just a baseball I found at Goodwill one time. What I use it for, we have kind of like t-ball baseballs, but I like the colors on this and just a little wornness of it. And since I added the baby's breath and some metal up on the top, I thought the bottom needed it too, so I just grabbed my mini little watering can and then set that over here kind of in the middle. Don't mind me just doing some plant surgery here. So I must have had some buds that have fallen off. Well, I think that still looks good up there. I think I have to bend this though. Put this in here to fill it out a little more maybe. I like that better. And this still looks really good up here. I do have more I could cut up, but I was like, well, I don't really need to chop a whole one up for just one. So we still got this filled nice. And then this one's filled just a little more maybe. I don't know. Do we need it? Where am I losing these buds at, huh? I don't remember finding a bunch of little white flowers around. This is how my Happy 4th of July tray turned out. I kind of tried like a fine balance in not blocking the sign, but also not looking weird. So maybe we'll just zhuzh things over just a little bit. I think it balanced out really well with like all the colors and everything, like the blues. And I was finally got to use my little candy jar, which I was excited about. I really wanted this sign. I really wanted this succulent. I was just having issues with configuring it. So once I pulled in this can, I really like how it came together. And I love that little basket back there. Well, there was my 4th of July tiered trays. I really like how they all came out, which I always do. I feel like they're a little random though, that this must be, my mind must be a little chaotic and random right now. But anyways, I got some good ideas that I want to use for my Target tiered tray video. You should have already seen part 1, and then part 2 will come out here after this video. Thanks for watching. As always, please hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.